Alright, you guys, thanks for tuning in today. Today is going to be a fun episode. Today we got to take care of the big task of actually cleaning and washing the boat, using everything from muratic acid to even chlorine bleach in order to get this thing scrubbed down and squeaky clean. The reason why? The cleaner we make the boat, the easier all the prep work would be. Sanding, fairing, and then eventually painting. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoy the episode. Well, in nutcases, we did it. We got this thing naked. No longer do we have any beams, any middle structures, nothing. So we can literally now start the work that we wanted to do, which is cleaning this sucker up, fairing whatever we need to do, sand whatever we need to sand, and then we can probably paint it, potentially, if we don't move on to other projects. Woo! That was such an adventurous 3 days, I'll tell you what. But we came here to work, and that's what we're doing. moment that I've been waiting for. Being able to wash my boat. Check out what I got for that. Yeah. It don't gotta be expensive. It don't gotta be the best. Just gotta work. We're gonna power wash this son of a bee. Alright you guys, well, I got my new toy. I'm kind of happy about it. This is what we're going to use to clean up the boat, as well as some muratic acid potentially, depending on how grimy some of these spots are. But boy, that'll take the skin off a chicken bone, man. I'm telling you, that thing is crazy. I've never been so excited to use a pressure washer in my life. Well, let's get the cracking, y'all. Okay, so on top of getting the pressure washer, we also picked up some muratic acid. This is what I've read that is one of the better items to clean up like stuck algae or dried algae, which this has a ton on. So we're going to utilize that to hopefully fix the issues that we have and to make it less work on the pressure washer, because pressure washer, yes, is doing the job, but it ain't that great. So we're going to mix this 1-to-1, I think. See how that goes. Hopefully it doesn't take the paint off, but I mean, you gotta learn somehow. Now it's time to pump it up. Getting that pressure high, baby. All right, now because I don't really want to ruin my boats, we're gonna use something else to test it out on my fridge. And this hatch looks like a lovely idea. This green algae is kind of what I'm looking to get rid of, so I'm gonna spray it on here. I'm gonna spray it on here and see what happens. Well, I can see it do something to the ground. The algae disappeared, turned yellow immediately. All right, we're going on to the boat now. That's all I needed. All right, should have definitely wore long sleeves because it's burning my arms. Again, dude, don't do what I do. much that's acid or just a pressure washer. It's definitely clean. Again, my goal was to try to do this so I didn't have to get so close up to this to clean it, but alright guys, looks like no matter what I do, this acid is not doing the job that I thought it was going to do. So I get to return that, which is cool. But looks like I'm going to be here all day doing this because the only way to really get this clean, because this stuff is stuck on, is to get like super close to the boat and spray it down. And spray it down like that. Otherwise, it's not going to get clean. So wish me luck again, y'all. Alright, so don't mind the mess, but we were able to do one side of the hose. I did not anticipate for how much work this is going to be. Maybe my power washer is a little punk ass power washer, because for 2000 psi I gotta be so up close to freaking clean it up, you know. It does get it clean. It definitely got it clean. You can kind of see this one versus the green nasty one on this side, but at what cost? It took like 4 hours. I'm exaggerating, maybe less, but still. You can visibly see a difference between this. So this is the clean hole. As you can see, this is the top of the clean hole. Nice and shiny. You can eat a whole freaking meal off the top of that. Looking good. Now, that's the other hole. Grimy, nasty. I wouldn't even put my worst enemy on there. It's gross. We might as well just trash that side. So if anybody's looking for half of a Wharram, we got one for sale. You gotta do your own work to it though. It's like no. But as you can see, we still got more work to do. We only did literally one face. So this side is done, this top is done. The other side is not even done. So we still got a ton of work to do. And it's like 6:30, something like that. So I don't know how much sunlight we have. So this might be a day tour. It's funny how the easiest thing I thought, the cleaning, was the longest thing of the day versus everything else that we did. But c'est la vie. C'est la vie, y'all. I'm gonna take this down. So I'm not gonna lie, I was really skeptical about the acid because I thought it was like a waste of money. But now that I look at it, it seems like the power washer can do only so much in terms of like getting off the grime, but that acid, the muratic acid, really digs in there and breaks up the algae so it can be power washed off the wall. Otherwise, if I just power wash it, it stays, the stains stay. Once I put the acid on and then power wash over it, it completely gets removed. So while I didn't want to admit it, looks like the guys on the internet were right. Muratic acid is good for removing algae. Now, I don't know if it's the correct product. There's a lot of products out there for cleaning, but this is what I found online and what I went with. So take that with a grain of salt. Don't put it on your brand new boat though. It might mess it up. I don't know, dude. Well, you guys, that's all we have for you today. If you guys liked the episode, please give it a like, follow, and even a comment below. Let us know what you guys liked of the episode and what you didn't like and what we can do better. Till the next one, y'all. Hope you have a great day. Remember, I love all my big dogs supporting me. See you later.